Okay, welcome everyone. I'm Penny,
I'm Maggie.
and this is Gen X Living Life. And today we're going to talk about old words that have new meanings. And then, you've heard of Netflix and chill, right?
I you know, I I said that not understanding what it meant
Oh,
to
you used to say
a Gen Zer, and she looked at me like,
that's too much information.
and I was like, "No, we put on it and we relax." Does it, and she goes, "Uh-huh, it means," and I'm like, "Oh." So needless to say, once I learned what it meant,
Learned, yeah.
I was so embarrassed.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh. This is at work.
Oh, really? It's like
So
that's
again,
inappropriate for work.
inappropriate. It's inappropriate, but I was thinking like just putting on a movie from
That's
Netflix
great.
and
And then you just relax, right? That's what I thought it was
just relax,
first.
put my feet up and take it easy, but
No.
oh my gosh, I don't know.
That's so funny. I love
I
it.
was I was horrified and so embarrassed.
So now you know. You learned the hard way on that
What a
one.
way to what a fun way to find out stuff.
Right?
They need to not Gen Z needs to not do that.
I know.
Take our vocabulary and
Right?
mess it up.
And assign something like that to it. Oh my God.
It sounds so innocent.
It does. I really just thought it was like, okay, oh, that's really cool. You can just watch a movie and relax, you know.
Put on a movie.
That's
Well, I was like, well, I mean, does it mean the same if I said Hulu?
Hulu and chill.
Hulu and chill?
Oh, that's great. We'll have to start something.
That, oh man.
Disney and something. Oh,
How
people have
about
to comment.
Paramount Plus and Flop?
No, it's Paramount Plus Plus. Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh boy.
uh,
Yeah, that one is was like surprising to me. I guess Netflix leads up to that. I don't know. I don't know. Oh boy. And then how about the word troll? We knew it to mean someone is ugly, right? Like not good looking.
yeah, and
They're a
it
troll.
would be an insult,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're a troll, basically meaning you're ugly or
Hmm.
calling somebody ugly.
Right.
But
Yep.
now it's somebody, basically those keyboard warriors that go onto your comment section and start saying stupid
Start trouble.
stuff.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
start trouble,
they
for no reason.
try to poke you into engagement.
Yeah.
And
Instigate, arguments and things like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then woke, right? It's no longer what you do after sleeping. Oh man.
Well, I mean, that's how I get to work. I gotta
Yeah.
woke up.
Yeah, I woke up to go to work.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm tearing here because
I
making me
I
laugh.
can't drive to work sleeping.
Some people try though. Some people do try. They try to drive to work asleep.
Yeah, they the coffee didn't kick in.
Oh man.
Uh, but woke is according to Penny is what?
Oh, I think you put that though. Well, it's actually look what um look beyond what is presented to you. You look beyond it. Kind of like just,
I could also say something else
you
and add to it, but
can.
they're lunatics, fringe lunatics. That's all I got to say.
Mm-mm.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on. The word meme, right? Meme is from the
Yes.
70s.
I
Yeah.
never heard of meme until
Really?
this century.
Oh. Well, it used to mean how you spread information. But now what's a
Oh,
meme? A meme is,
oh, those pictures that tell a thousand words.
yeah, just like one picture has so much in it, and you take an innocent picture and turn it into a meme,
Hmm.
and it just changes the meaning altogether, and it's usually something funny.
And
Uh,
relatable,
yeah, and it's great.
which makes it all the funnier because it's
Yeah,
relatable. Like
yeah,
everybody is like, oh, yeah.
right.
Yep.
You get it right away. It's just very, yeah, you get it right
Yeah.
away. Yeah. And then also in the world of social media, you have tag, right? You see tags on clothes that they're selling. You play tag, right? But
Hmm.
now in social media, you tag someone, there's a picture, you put their name and they're tagged.
Right.
Yeah, at first I was like, what's that? And it took me like a little bit to understand it. Same thing with the like. Well, like is easier, like when you like a picture. That's easier to
Exactly.
understand.
It's easier because you don't have to send a message
Mm-hmm.
or type is like, oh, I really like this
Mm-hmm.
wonderful, whatever. You just hit the like and that conveys the message,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is the same as icon,
Mm-hmm.
which tags and likes are icons
Yeah.
or examples of icons, which used to be a revered image,
Yeah.
but now it's considered, one of those icons on a computer
Yeah,
that
those
you
little
would
symbols.
select
Yeah. You click
the little
on it.
symbols.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's also something iconic, which is considered like, oh, somebody who's been around for a long time
Yes.
and they're bigger than life.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the OG goat or something like that. So, yeah, they used iconic in different ways
Different
back in the
contexts. Yeah.
different contexts in the 20th century.
Mm-hmm.
Something that's been around for eons, but now they use it for anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
They're,
Like you
they
and
they
I are
make everything a
iconic.
big deal.
I mean, you and
Yeah,
I are iconic. So yeah, that's what that means.
yeah, I agree.
And then how about the word text? You see text in a book,
Right?
but now it's a verb. It's like you're texting someone. Let me. I'm gonna text this person.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally new meaning, right?
totally new meaning.
Yeah.
Yep,
And then also the word stream.
yep,
You think it's some water, you know, flowing.
yeah, yeah. It's water flow in a stream
Mm-hmm.
or a stream of water.
Yeah,
It means that still.
it still does. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. That's true. It still does.
yeah, but electronically, no.
We stream movies.
Hmm.
Yeah, or like there's streaming services now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and basically, it's just watching the shows or the movies that you want anytime you want to
Yeah, it's
or
off
anywhere.
site and you just access a movie and you're watching it. I
Yep.
love it. It's the best. It's like Netflix. Netflix is streaming. Right? And then let's see, virtual.
Virtual. Yeah. It used to be virtual, meaning almost.
Hmm.
Almost.
Yeah,
Did I say that?
almost. You're giving almost a new meaning.
Yeah, but something in essence or effect, not
Mhm.
actually fact. Like, for example, girl math, that's virtual, but not the same. So the new meaning is virtual reality, which is an oxymoron,
Right?
really.
If you think about it.
When you think about it, but virtual also means electronic uh, communication, where Penny and I are virtual. We're not in the same room. Uh, we're
A virtual meeting.
we're having a virtual meeting. So yeah, it's used differently now.
Yeah. Interesting. I think it's very
Hmm.
interesting. This, how words evolve, right?
They evolve. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I think to me it's kind of troublesome because uh, if you were to read older books,
Mm-hmm.
novels or stories, or maybe even newspaper clippings and things like that, you would, if you look in the 21st century context in this day and age, you would understand it differently.
Mm-hmm. You have to stop for a moment and think, wait, what are they trying to say here?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, even the word cloud, that white poofy thing in the sky,
Hmm.
it has a different meaning now.
Well, it has an additional meaning.
Additional meaning, yeah. I keep
Yeah.
saying different, but I don't mean different, but it has
Yeah.
another
Because
meaning. Yeah.
a cloud is still a
It's still a
cloud.
cloud. It's still a cloud. And it will always be a cloud.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's the new definition, or not the new definition, but
See,
the
you're
new
doing the
use.
same thing.
Woof.
You're
The
doing
new
the same
use,
thing. Yeah, new
the
use is the off-site
the
data
new
storage.
additional uses offsite data storage, yeah, or digital storage or
Yeah,
whatever.
it took me a while to understand that though.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it's like, you store it in the cloud, and I'm like, what do you mean in the cloud?
Right.
It is, I don't know who thought of that, but now it
Some
makes a little more sense.
server far away
Some
somewhere.
person.
Hmm.
Oh man, and like we were talking about our meetings, they're virtual, but there's so many. We say, let's do a Google Meet like what we're doing now, or let's do a Teams meeting. Skype was one of the first ones, right?
Hmm.
And FaceTime. Like let's
Yeah.
FaceTime, our grandparents across the country.
Yep.
And so it's become a verb, and these are the kind of meetings we have, right? Zoom is
Hmm.
another one. Yeah,
Yep.
interesting stuff. Yeah. And then a scan. Remember the
Yep.
word scan? We used to,
Scan used to mean to look,
yeah.
just
Let's
looking
scan the
around,
perimeter for any enemies, things like that
right?
in the
Or
movies.
snakes.
Yeah. Let's scan for any hot guys.
Scan the room.
Yeah, scan the room. Yep. Yeah, now you scan your groceries,
Yep.
at the checkout, or you scan a document.
Right.
All
Hmm.
right. And so it has a new, a different
Additional
meaning.
meaning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Also bug.
Yeah.
Bugs,
Bugs or
they're all around
insects,
us. Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Flies,
Hmm.
roaches,
Mosquitoes.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. But now in computer terms, it's a glitch kind of in the computer,
Hmm.
right? And
Yeah.
same with virus. Virus is disease,
Yep.
right? But in the computer world, it's like malware affecting
Yeah.
your computer,
Right.
right?
Hmm. And mal means, in Spanish, means
Bad.
can mean bad, but also means sick.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so it's used in the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Malware, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's
Like
somebody was thinking. Hmm.
yeah, like an invasive bug, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Somebody was thinking, or they were Spanish when they made
Yeah.
up that word.
They
They
come
spoke
up with,
Spanish.
it's
Yeah,
Latin,
Latin. Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also in the computer world, host,
Hmm.
right? We think about TV host, or a
Yep.
host in a restaurant, or someone hosting a party, right? And they're the
Right.
host. Now, the new meaning for it, an old word, is it's a web server,
Yep.
right?
We still use TV show host
Yeah,
and
we still do.
restaurant host or hostess, a party host. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hostess with the mostest.
right, right. Yeah, so it
Yeah.
just means it just has to go do with context. We always have to
Right.
listen to the context of the word.
Hmm.
And after all this, to me, English is such a difficult language for foreigners.
Yep.
Can you imagine coming and, like, what do you mean host? What do you mean snowflake? Yeah, things like that. And I think people would have a hard time
Yeah,
understanding.
they learn what it actually is. And one thing about what we've become, is we've become a communication with
Hmm.
colloquialisms.
A lot. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. For Star Trek fans of uh, the Next Generation, there's that Darmok episode, Darmok at Jalad at whatever. Do you remember that one?
Oh my gosh.
I got that wrong.
As long as you give it an honest try, it's actually fine.
but but the premise is they use their own frame of reference to
Mhm.
communicate,
Right.
and so anybody outside of that, a foreigner
Mhm.
or someone outside of their world, can't figure out what they're trying to say.
Right.
So they use it's like, oh, I know that reference. Well, yeah,
Mhm.
but I don't know that reference. I don't know what that means. And so that's the only way they know how to talk. And we're becoming that way. We're not saying using language in the way things actually mean, but we're using a
A
colloquialism,
double meaning.
a double, and everything has a double or even triple meanings, as we
Mhm.
learned here. And it's getting to where I don't know what it is. It's getting harder to communicate. And I'm wondering if one reason why a lot of people don't see eye to eye is because they don't understand each other, where they're coming from.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, I don't know. Does that make sense?
I think it's hard to keep up sometimes with some of the terms that are, being put out there. So we just
hmm
constantly have to, read or stay on social media somehow. And
And that's understandable if you're talking among your peers
mhm.
and your friends and that sort of thing. But once you're outside of that community, then you're going to have to use neutral language,
Mhm.
I would think.
Yeah,
So
and some
that way you
people
can
might
understand
not
each other.
know the real, the original meaning of words. And so,
hmm
yeah, that's where the confusion starts.
Right.
But
I mean, I'm all for evolution, but there has to be the mainstream
yeah,
language that everybody understands.
yeah, as long as people are open-minded and they say, wait, can you explain, instead of just like jumping to conclusion and
Yeah.
taking offense right away.
Or basically trying to do the mental gymnastics to relearn.
Yeah.
Because as Gen Xers, we're still with it, but there's going to come a time
One
to
day.
where w- we can't do those mental
Yeah.
gymnastics like we used to, and that's why older people are pretty much fixed,
Mhm.
because after a while it's like, look, just be plain and say what you got to say.
Well,
you know
we're the generation that's so flexible though. I think that we can do it.
we
We can
are.
do it, and our show we can, inform people, keep up on it.
For
No,
now, as long as we make the effort and we're around it, but if we're not around it, then
true.
it falls by their wayside. It's like going on trying to learn a different language. If you're not in it every day, you're going to lose it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But it was fun. I think it was a fun episode. I don't know.
I do too. I do too.
I learned a few things
Yeah, I learned a few things the hard
the
way.
hard way.
Uh,
Hopefully you didn't get in trouble at work and you just the worst thing was just your
she
embarrassment and
was
that's it.
she was sweet, and she goes, "That's not what that means, Maggie." And I was like, "I don't know. You watch Netflix and you relax, you chill."
You must have been mortified when you
I
found out.
was, and I was.
I
I
mean, it's
put
good
the
that you
hand
can
over my
laugh
mouth
about
eyes.
it.
I could just imagine what I must have looked like. And she was very nice and very
Oh.
forgiving. And she goes, "Oh," because at first she said, "Ew." And I was like, "Ew, I ew."
Mhm.
And it was like she already saw me as an old lady anyway. I was
And
like,
just the thought, she had like a visual probably.
yeah, it probably grossed her out. And I was like,
She's like TMI, too much information here.
and I'm like, and she tried to tell me without actually coming out and
Telling you,
telling me.
yeah, she was hoping
And
you
that
would get it. Yeah.
and I had the light bulb moment, and I was like,
Oh, that's so funny. I'm sure that there's other situations like that. Hopefully people will let us know what, their situations were when they found out a different meaning for certain words. That would be interesting to hear.
yeah, understand that those are not the terms we used when we were growing up and in our prime. So, yeah, but we got a good laugh out of it. Yeah.
They're probably
After.
they're probably talking about you later.
You didn't know what
Maggie,
that meant.
you know what happened in the office. Oh.
Well,
It's
like,
funny though. That's really funny. Well,
well,
anyway, thank you everyone for joining us. Please let us know, your situation if it's happened to you where you accidentally found out a different meaning for a word that you used your whole life.
exactly.
So yeah, and also please smash that like button and subscribe button,
Yes,
and
please do. It'll help
yeah,
our channel a whole lot.
yeah,
And that way we'll be able to put out more
more content.
episodes and maybe one day more than once a week.
Yeah,
So, and we're getting better and better at this.
hopefully
So,
we are.
anyway, yeah,
Yeah, thank you and
take care. See you next time.
bye.
Bye.